I'm David, and we're here at the Montfort Hall. I'm here with Tim Renkow, who's gladly and luckily gave us an interview backstage. So we're going to ask him a couple of questions, see how the performance went, and see what's coming up for him. So thank you, Tim, for coming up. I was going to say a second name, but I thought I don't want to get it wrong.
Fuck it.
So how was the performance first and foremost?
It was fun. They were a nice crowd. It was the biggest I've done. So that was exciting.
So how many were out there approximately? Around about 1,000, I'm hearing?
1,600 is
Wow.
what they told me.
So what kind of
lied.
crowd? So what kind of crowd are you used to sort of playing to?
200-300.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah.
So is this your biggest UK performance as thus far?
Yeah.
Or? Definitely 100%. So I've always wanted to know personally, in terms of being the comedian anyway, what was you doing before you was a comedian and why did you decide to become a comedian?
Before I was a comedian, I was an art student.
Right.
And I was awful at it. Because I don't... Do you do fine art?
Right.
People that like fine art are the worst people in
Why is
the
that?
world. They're just snobby motherfuckers. So I couldn't sell to them because I liked making fun of them so much.
So rather than making artists, rather than making fun of people instead?
Yeah, they make fun of people.
Totally
I
understand.
bet I did anyway, so...
So I did a little bit of research before you because, like I said, I really wanted to watch you play, but unfortunately I couldn't. Yeah. I've heard that your type of comedy is actually very brutal and very energy. Why have you decided to go for that angle? What is it behind that?
Well, I think that's funny. Like, it's going to sound super douchey, but I try not to be dishonest with the audience. So. Right. If I'm in a bad mood, I'll tell them they can go fuck themselves.
This is it. This is true.
Because if I don't, people can tell I'm thinking that. So
and then it will put your performance off of it.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's rude. So yeah.
Totally understand that. Now the reason that I really wanted to interview you, there was a video I actually watched. It was recent. I can't lie. It was like yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know if you remember doing it. It was a social care experiment.
Yeah, I did that.
And it was in London. I'm not going to lie, literally, if you haven't seen it, it's one of the funniest videos I've seen this year. Obviously, it's early in the year. But what was your process? Why did you decide to do that? Because when I was watching it, I was shocked at the same time. But it was hilarious because the way they were treating you was like a bit of fun.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of an accident. Like, what happened was I was working... I wrote for this other prank show, and I knew some of my ideas were too harsh for TV. So I called them up and was like, I wanted to sell them the ideas. Yeah. And they were just like, nope, you're going to be in one. Yeah. So
that's how the whole idea came.
Yeah, they were just like, we're doing it now.
The whole, literally, to me, that's brilliant. I think it raises awareness on your condition, and it's nice actually to make people laugh.
Yeah.
Another question I wanted to ask personally, because like I said, the way you're brutally honest, I always like being honest as well. Do you feel like when you're doing your comedy, people laugh because of your condition, or would you rather people take the jokes first, and then?
I think because I'm so brutal, they can't laugh at me. Like, I ended tonight's set by saying I was gonna have sex with the Prophet Muhammad. Like, so if you you're not gonna sympathy laugh. That, you know. I talk about doing coke on stage. You're not. That's part of the reason I'm so dark is so... You can't sympathy laugh.
This is it, yeah.
You know.
This is it. So I know you've got more shows coming up. I believe February the 13th, when is actually your show on Dave's Comedy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I hope you'll get it right. I hope you'll get it right.
I'm actually doing 2 shows.
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing one. I'm doing the first preview, not the first, but my first new hour.
Yeah.
which is exciting. But I'm also doing a two-hander with my friend Jamali Maddox.
Okay, right.
And that one's at 6, and the other one's at 9.
And you're looking forward to those?
Yeah, they're both on the same day.
Fantastic.
Whatever day that is, I don't know.
There's another. I know you got an award recently,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to read it because I know I need to get it right. It wasn't a newcomers. No, it wasn't. Leicester Square Comedian of the Year.
Yeah,
That's the one. So when you won that, is that the highlight of your career so far, or do you feel like you've got way more to come?
I had Edinburgh this year was the highlight.
Oh, playing at Edinburgh.
Yeah, 'cause
Right.
I did my first hour and people liked it.
So in terms, because a lot of comedians saying doing their first hour is a big step. I mean, is this hour, is it really tough? I mean, you've got an hour to please the crowd, you've got an hour to make them laugh. Like,
well, I mean, it's tough, but your first hour, you've been working for 5 years, so you have 5 years of material that you can do. So it's your second hour.
right.
That's the tough one.
Okay.
I have to write 5 times more in this year than I
you did
ever
last year.
did. Yeah.
So it's way more difficult.
Yeah.
With your video and everything like that, I've always wanted to know, do you feel like nowadays, being a comedian, is it easier to reach people, whereas before YouTube and all of that, it would have been much more difficult to reach your audience?
Yeah. I mean, it's social media has helped.
Right. And in terms of comedy in America and UK, do you feel like when you performed in America, it was a bit more difficult, or?
Well, yeah, but I was a lot worse. So.
Right, so you've improved with time to come on.
So, there's like, people always say it's the difference between America and England, which is not, they're the same. The difference is playing in the country and playing in the city.
Fair enough.
Like, that's a huge difference. And they're kind of the same, like, playing in, like, the country of America is more like playing in the country of England.
Okay, makes sense.
Then playing in the city of England is like does that make sense?
A little bit playing the country of England, playing the country of America. Yeah. A little bit makes sense. So apart from that, what's next for Tim? What's the plan? Any other shows apart from after Dave? Do you see?
Well, Dave, and then I'm taking it to Edinburgh, and then I want to become the dictator of a small country. It's because I feel like I'd be a good supervillain.
With all the coke laws and everything.
Yeah, but I yank coke, heroin, legalize it all, get the tourist money.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
Well, I'd say literally a big thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
Literally, if you haven't seen him, there's Bad Carer Social Worker, which is online. There's a hell of a lot of things. He's a guy to look out for. So just thank you one more time. Yeah.